Okay, guys, you want to know what's harder than getting out of debt? Staying out of debt. So this is my debt confession, and I'll be sharing in this video how much debt we have accumulated since paying off our home last year and how we plan to pay it off. So if there's something you're interested in, stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? In today's video, as stated earlier, I will be sharing with you some debt that we have accumulated and how we plan to pay it off. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Mrs Vee. I'm sharing my financial journey to early retirement, and part of early retirement is to be debt free. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you're new here, I'll give you a little backstory. My husband and I started using I found Dave Ramsey, and I started following Dave Ramsey back in 2018. And then like 2019, I finally got up the courage to create a budget and try to get my family on track for financial freedom. So my husband and I created a budget, and it was hard, but we did it, and we used the Dave Ramsey baby steps to pay off $15,000 in credit cards. And then I started using the cash envelope system to build up our savings. In September of last year, we used the baby steps to pay off our mortgage. So fast forward to 2024 now, when we paid off our mortgage, we did have an auto loan. And so before I started the 20K challenge, I was paying extra towards the auto loan, but then I slowed down the extra principal payments and started saving for the 20K challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. So my debt repayment plan, we're going to use the Snowball method again. And so I have written down all of my debts, all of our debts as of right now. We have a total of $29,218. Yes. So as you can see, I have them all written down from the largest balance to the smallest balance. And so this year, because of some mistakes I made or some things I did not do, I ended up on the IRS $10,682. Yes, that's a lot of money. But when my tax preparer told me how much I owed previous to her putting in some deductions, I was like, okay, I gotta get this paid off. Because originally I owed $14,000 and something, but when she put our tithe and all of our offerings and some more deductions, medical deductions and different things, it went down to $10,682. So at this time, when she told me about the $10,682, I realized that I had just saved $10,002 in the 20K challenge. And so this got me to thinking, now this is just me. This is my journey. Everybody does their own personal finance the way they want to. I am passionate about paying off debt because I like the way it feels to be debt free. And so that's my goal. So my main goal is to never be in the position we were in before we started the cash envelope system back in 2019. And that situation was all of our accounts were in the negative. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We were making good money, but we had too many monthly payments. So that's always been my ultimate goal, not to get back to that point. And so once I wrote down all these different debts, I noticed that I was slowly creeping back up to that lifestyle. And so by me on the IRS, that actually was a good thing because it had me to thinking. I don't need to worry about saving $20,000 in the savings challenge, the 20K saving challenge, when I have $20-some thousand worth of debt. That doesn't make sense to me now. That's just me. Everybody's different, as I said. And so I said, there's no point in me crying about it. I got to pay the IRS, so why not just go ahead and use the $10,000 I already had saved in 20K challenge, and then go from there. I can always start the 20K challenge later. I will do that later once I have all this debt paid off. That makes sense to me now, because my goals are a little different than a lot of other people, and I'm kind of strict when I set a goal. I try to reach the goal. So I kind of fell off the wagon, if you will, and so I just wanted to share that part with you, especially for new people. Even us seasoned budgeters, we still live life, and we still, I'm not going to say make mistakes, but we make some decisions that probably are not beneficial to our financial journey. So I want to share that with you guys today. So as of today, okay, this is the first, so we're going to pay off our debt from smallest to largest, but stick with me so I can tell you how this is going to go down. So this Wells Fargo Visa, this is my husband's credit card, and it's like it has a balance of $409, and we were just grabbing little miscellaneous things, which was a mistake because that's how we got in the financial situation we were in prior to budgeting. So that was, I noticed, I said we got to stop doing it. And then this Quicksilver card, just a Capital One Quicksilver card. We did want some new rings. We've been married 12 years. This year, did we need new rings? No, we wanted them. So remember, Mrs Vee is living life over here. So this part of me living life, we wanted some new rings. They were like $3,300, and we did the Saveopoly saving challenge, paid some of it down, but then I started adding different. I found myself still using this card, and plus they steady charging me interest. That's one reason why I don't like to have a balance. I like to keep my balance 10% or below. So yeah, so that's for the new rings. And then this Visa, if you've been watching my channel, Miss V, I used to drink Mountain Dew religiously, and I pretty much damaged my teeth by doing that. So I needed a bridge because the crown that was on my front tooth, one day I was eating something and I bit down and cracked it. So that's right in the front. I mean, I want my teeth. So. And I also had some more work that I needed to finish. And once I went to the dentist, they quoted me, it was like $11,000 and some change. The insurance paid like $3,000 and something. So they left me with a $8,000 balance. I put the $4,000 on that credit card. That's the part I paid previous. So when they finish the work in 3 months, I have to pay another $4,000. So I want to go ahead and get this paid off so I can put the other $4,000 on here. Okay. Then I told you about the IRS, and then when we paid our house off, this was the only loan I had. This was the loan that I was making extra payments to. So this is how we're going to do it. So as of today is, I don't know when I'll put this video up, but today is April the 19th. My husband, I told him to go ahead and pay the $409 out of our buffer. So we have this one paid off. And I also took the $10,000 from the 20K challenge, and then the additional $680 that we need, I took that out of the buffer also. So these two are paid off as of right now. So the next one I would tackle is the one with the lowest balance. So what my husband and I are going to do is we get paid bi-weekly, but we get paid opposite weeks. So any money that is left in the buffer prior to our payday is going to go straight to this card. So if we have $3,000 in the buffer, I'm paying the whole card off. Just whatever amount is in there, I'll do that until this get to a zero balance here. Then I'll do the same thing here, and then I'll start doing it here. So once we pay all this off, then I'll start back with the 20K savings challenge. And yes, that was a bummer to put all that money towards the federal income tax, but I mean, my goal is to not live paycheck to paycheck and to be debt free, and part of that is paying your debt. So did I feel some type of way about it? Yes, but what you gonna do? I mean, you can use your feelings, express your feelings, and then when you finish shedding your tears or fussing or whatever you need to do, go ahead and make a plan and get back on the journey. So that's what I have done here. So yeah, so you'll be seeing me I'm gonna do a debt repayment plan update monthly. So this is the one for April, and the end of May. Hopefully we'll have this one paid off. I know we'll have this one paid off because I just signed up for a lot of overtime. I'm working like 11 days straight, 11 12-hour shifts. That's how serious I am about paying this debt off. Yeah. So hopefully the next time I make a update, I hope both of these will be paid off, because we are getting a refund from the state. I'm getting a refund from the state, and my husband is getting one from the federal and the state. So hopefully we'll be able to pay it off with the overtime and the income tax. So yeah, so that's our plan. So I originally was going to put it on a spreadsheet. Guys, go check out Bigger Alice over at Bigger Tables. She has all kind of spreadsheets. If I can, I'll go to her Etsy shop and show you some of the spreadsheets she has. I think I have downloaded the free. She has a free one, so go check out her channel and tell her Mrs Vee sent you. At some point, I am going to transfer all of this information to a spreadsheet, but right now I'm just still old school pen and paper. That's what I'm loving, but I still want to support people in the community. So yeah, go check out Alice over at Bigger Table. She has some great information, and yeah, she's very motivating. So yeah, so next time you see me, we will have probably still have the auto loan, and might still have this one, but I know these three will be gone. So yeah, so that's it. This is Miss V over here and enjoying life and making decisions for her financial future and sharing my mistakes or decisions, whatever you want to call them, to help motivate you guys and inspire you guys to do the same. So you don't have to do it the way I do it. This way is just comfortable for me. Some people like to pay the biggest balance off, do the avalanche method. But to me, it makes sense for me to pay the smaller balance off. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. So while let me explain it to you. So if you're not familiar with the Snowball method, so we're not going to talk about these two. We're going to talk about this one that I'm paying. The Snowball method is I'll take all the money, like whatever the minimum payment was for this one, and say I had a minimum payment for this one, I would take those two amounts, say the minimum payments for those total was $150. I would add it to the minimum payment here, or I just put any additional money all on this one until it's paid off, and then I do the same thing for that one and the same thing for that one, and then next thing you know, you're debt free. All right, so that's it. That's going to conclude this video. This is Miss V, always showing you a way to save. Thank you, and have a nice day.